Netflix came in and made sure that fans of animation got a film not made by Pixar or DreamWorks. Sony Animation is looking to strike gold again with The Mitchells vs. the Machines, but before you check it out, all the details you need to know are right here. Just wait, if you're not hyped yet, you will be by the end. This team is stacked. Even with everything going for it, the premise might make you a bit nervous. Face it, when you hear robots taking over the world, you either think of Skynet or something like Flight of the Conchords.
The humans are dead.
I get that a family with issues getting in sync having to fight a bunch of robots feels like a limited play, but hang on a second, because there's a lot more depth to this movie than you think. At its core, The Mitchells vs. the Machines is a father-daughter story. Katie, voiced by Abby Jacobson, is the oldest sibling and on her way to her dream film school where she hopes to find friends like her. Overcasting that is the rough dynamic between her and her father, Rick. He's voiced by Danny McBride, so do your best not to picture Kenny Powers when you watch this movie. Anyways, the robot takeover forces these two to overcome their differences and connect in a healthier way. Otherwise, the whole family will fall to the machines just like everyone else. Accompanying them is the mother, Linda, voiced by Maya Rudolph, and Aaron, the younger brother, voiced by Mike Rionda. They represent the full Mitchell lineup, but no plan will work with just the family. It's my understanding that two robots actually join the family when their tech malfunctions. I can only hope that one of the Blake Griffin voice robots gets to be a part of that. You can already see that this is a talented cast, and we're not even getting into the special guest appearances. Essentially, there's so much about this movie that's worth getting hyped over. The trailer promises a perfect blend of sci-fi plots with well-timed humor. The movie's rated PG, so there are a few adult jokes in the film if that's something you want in animated family movies. I also want to touch on the sub-theme about technology that's expected to hang around for most of the film. The PAL virtual assistant rises up after humanity takes its functions for granted. I think any kind of commentary on how we view our devices and digital growth is worth having. Remember when WALL-E hit a nerve when it came to its social commentary? I expect something similar with The Mitchells vs. the Machines. Of course, none of the content you're getting hyped for would be possible without the amazing team assembled for this project. The fact that it's a Sony Animation implies a lot of creative flexibility for the visual artist and the writing team, but who are the faces behind this up-and-comer? Well, two names you should know right off the bat are Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. Their work on Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse will live on for decades and go down as one of the most imaginative animated films in recent time. Oh yeah, they also did the Lego Movie, and we all know how that turned out.
Everything is awesome.
Lord and Miller guiding this time already means that we are in for a real treat. What's more, Mike Rionda and Jeff Rowe created the principal script to work off of, and those guys did impeccable work on Gravity Falls. I know it's not a slam dunk to assume that they'll succeed on a project of this magnitude, but the early indications are super promising. Picture the pacing and chemistry written into Gravity Falls right from the first episode. You can see all that clearly in the trailer. Katie leading the story with her whole family, learning how to flow better, feels like a concept right in their wheelhouse. Then you add the presence of Lord and Miller, and that ramps everything up to an 11. They know how to keep a whole family entertained during a movie, even when it's targeted to kids. Look at this Furby scene from the film. You can't tell me that it doesn't shout them. It's a perfect mix of adult references with a tone that kids can still grasp. I mean, I haven't even discussed a Doug the Pug, who you know will end up becoming the center of some hilarious scene in the film. Not everyone loves pugs, but I think a fluffy one with this kind of ugly, adorable face might even change their mind. I think we all know that he's there to sell a crap ton of plushies to little kids, but that doesn't mean that he won't be used by Lord and Miller. Okay, you've got the plot, you know the team, but what does it all mean, Basil? Going straight to Netflix will undoubtedly make this a toss-up as far as viewership. I can't say for sure that this film will score huge compared to the budget it took to make the movie. Even then, do we care? I just want quality animated films, and I think that The Mitchells vs. the Machines should fit that bill. We've got a ton of unoriginal concepts like Angry Birds or the Emoji Movie. I get the viewers out there worrying this film will end right up in that grouping or barely above it. Robots taking over the world isn't exactly a new concept. The chances are not out of the realm of possibility, but I highly doubt it. Look at the animation in this diner scene. Sure, everyone's doing 3D animation now, but Sony's team just works on a whole different level. I see a unique expression of artistic vision here, not just the cleanest, fanciest style available. The boldness in the animation style gives me hope that the film can at least rise to cult status by the end of the year. I know plenty of you with kids out there are about to watch this movie 30 times a week, but look on the bright side. It can't be worse than Boss Baby. In fact, I'm willing to bet that you won't mind the constant replies because this film should end up being unique and exciting.